Welcome to wedding week. I am so excited and relieved that this week is finally here. You guys know that the engagement period has been a lot more stressful and honestly just so tough compared to how I think anyone would imagine it to be. And I know that people say, you're meant to be happy during this time. I know the actual planning is stressful, but overall you're meant to feel joy. And I'm just like, I do not feel that. I genuinely just feel like so many things went wrong in the process, and Bill and I have had discussions and sometimes arguments about the fact that we just didn't really work as a team. The one upside is that we are learning that pre-getting married, but obviously it's just more like, why didn't we plan as a team? Why did we both feel like something was just off during this whole time? It's kind of how it unfolded, and there were different external circumstances too that weren't really to do with us, but it was hard. Glad that in 5 days, I'm gonna be a wife. The day is gonna be over and we can start married life together, because we still have a lot to do. I'm not gonna lie. We still have the apartment and the honeymoon to do. We haven't done anything for those two. So it's not like we're like other couples where people get all three done at the same time. We are doing everything one by one because just the wedding was already such a toll on us. Obviously there are upsides in terms of you still have more to look forward to. You're not just there like, oh, I'm married now. Like, what do I do with my life? We still have goals and aims for the next year together, but it does require some sacrifice. So I'm going to give you guys an update on last week where I didn't film at all, and a lot happened. It was a lot more dramatic than I thought. Obviously I would have loved for it to be my final kind of relaxation week, and it really just wasn't. I had taken so much sick leave and I still took one day last week, and there was also a public holiday. So I only had a few days of work and I just really couldn't catch up on all of my work. Like, I still haven't been able to, and in a perfect world, I would have just finished most tasks by now so that today and tomorrow, which are my last couple of days at work, could be like very much chill. And that's just not how it is. I actually just have heaps of work from the last few weeks, even I would say from the start of the year, that I haven't done yet. And so obviously that's kind of stressing me out, because it means that when I return to work, I have even more work to get to. So that's going to be obviously another day's problem, but it's just really annoying. And we started off last week with having the trio over. So that is Bren's uni friends. So he goes to the Conservatorium of Music, and obviously his friends who are musicians are really talented, and so they are playing for us. And they were only going to play during the signing of the certificate. So when you and your witnesses are signing all the legal documents, that is when people have kind of just like a space to chat or a performance, just like something entertaining for the audience. And basically we were going to get this trio, so a pianist, a drummer and a cellist, to play a lay song for us from the start. And so that was all the rehearsal was going to be about. I thought it would be a couple hours at my house at night, and we actually started quite late too, like after dinner. So we started the rehearsal around 9:15 already. And they ended up staying till 12:30 because Bill secretly said to Bren, hey, I actually kind of want the processional to be orchestral. Like, do you think you can try out the instrumental version of our song? And our song has been Enchanted by Taylor Swift by Joseph Taylor Morgan. So like an orchestra version. And I've been obsessed with this recording. I was like, I don't care that it's recording and not live music, because I just love the recording so much. Like, where am I going to get a whole orchestra from? That won't cost me a fortune. And so Bill was like, don't worry about the orchestra, like just see what it's like with cello and piano. And so they managed to convince me. They did do like a second attempt in front of me. There were different parts that I changed so that they kind of match the sequence of the orchestra version I've been listening to. So I am pretty satisfied now. I still don't think it sounds as dramatic or has as much flair as the orchestra, but my brother, who has played weddings before, was like, you know what, I've heard circumstances where the speakers can't really like catch the amount of decibels that an orchestra song that is recorded has. And so the speakers kind of go like screechy at like the most climatic moment when you're walking in. And then came a third song, because they were like, hey, what if you take a long time to sign all those papers? Because personally for me, when I go to weddings, I've seen anywhere from 4 minutes to like 12 minutes of signing papers. So they just weren't sure, and I wasn't really sure either. And so they said, why don't we also practice another song as like a spare? So then they ended up doing 3 songs, which I am so grateful for, but it's just also really funny because they were only meant to do one like pretty simple song. Jackie, who is my future brother-in-law, gave us watches as our wedding gifts, which is really nice of him. He even bought a whole new box just for me as well, because he didn't like the one it came in, and I love my watch. Like, I've never owned a proper one before, so I am really keen to wear it in the future. Also have been hanging out with the boys because the groomsmen have honestly been just so helpful in this process. Like, I think because they also kind of know each other and kind of mainly like hang out together as well anyway, it's been really easy to get them together and to get them to just help me out with things. And they know like what a tough time it's been for me, especially the last couple months, just being sick as well. They have just been real lifesavers, so I'm really grateful for them. Speaking of my health, I still have vertigo, but every day it ranges from like a 1 to a 4. So obviously it's pretty good. And I have been taking my iron tablets. I just hope that I don't have an attack of vertigo on the day itself, because I did have an attack a few days ago. So it lasted about an hour where it just felt a lot more intense, like back how it was a couple of weeks ago. So I was a bit like, oh, okay, looks like I'm getting attacks now, rather than it being consistently intense. And then also my period, I've actually been having pre-symptoms for like quite a while now. And if you're a girl, you'll probably know that sometimes they can last from literally like a couple of days of symptoms to like 2 weeks. And I just know that if it starts to get more intense as the days go on, it's very likely it could come on the actual day itself. And I'm literally wearing white. Like, I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to have to worry about if I'm leaking. I feel like my reception dress is kind of thin. Like, I feel like it's just going to be such a big worry. And so I'm really scared. Like, I'm so hoping that it comes literally like the day after. Like, okay, fine. First day of marriage will be me on my period. Okay, if that means that I don't get it on my wedding day, it's worth it. So I don't know what's going to happen. It definitely doesn't feel intense enough to be coming, say, today or tomorrow. So that's why I'm worried, because obviously that means that the later it comes, the more likely it is to come on the day itself. So those are things that are obviously out of my control at the moment, but obviously health has been a huge factor in the stress recently. Bill's health. On Thursday, he stood up from a couple hours of meetings and his ankle hurt. So he has had a recurring sports injury from when he was 17, and it never really healed properly. And so every single year, for at least one time a year, he basically has to be on crutches, and it just really hurts. And so he kind of has a method now that it's happened like 7 times, so he kind of knows how to heal it. So yesterday he already was off the crutches, which is great, but obviously that stressed me out even more. And I honestly have to say I shouldn't have done this, but I just took it out on him because I was like, why are you adding to my stress? So I was really, really stressed out on the weekend, and I did not know how to react. I was like, I literally banned basketball the past season so that this wouldn't happen, and it still happened the week of. Like, what are the odds, right? So I just spent some time basically discussing with him about like how we're going to tackle the health issues like after the wedding, and how we have to basically just sort it out, because unfortunately with his type of injury, apparently he's very likely to get, if not already have, arthritis basically. And so obviously at our age, like, you don't usually get arthritis, and as long as he heals just for this wedding, it should be okay this week, I hope. He's still like limping slightly, and he still has like the brace on. Like, he said it's mainly because of the brace, not because it actually hurts anymore. But he's also not sure if he can practice the first dance until like maybe at least the middle of the week. So I don't really know. We'll see what happens. My mum got her hair trial done. I think she looks really glam, and she's going to wear that with the cheaper for the reception. Bill also got his hair done again. So he actually cut his hair like a fortnight ago at a hairdresser, but then our groomsman's mum, Nathan, she's actually a hairdresser, and she did it for free at home for him, where she was like, you know what, I just feel like it just overgrew like a little bit badly, because Bill's hair kind of like grows really fast. Same with mine actually, so we're probably gonna have hairy kids. Gave him a trim, and so now it's a lot shorter, so that means that in the next 5 days it has time to kind of grow out to be in between the last cut and this one. So I think it looks really good. I think he looks really clean cut, so I am glad that he got that. And also finally yesterday we went on our last, I guess, like date. We went to Bonga, which is Korean barbecue, and my iron levels need to go up, so I needed that beef. And I also like don't have many places, as someone who's not really like a foodie where I love food to the point where I'll just eat because I love food. I mostly eat for survival, and so that's why Bonga is one of the only places where I actually genuinely feel like eating when I'm there, because I love meat and I love the side dishes they have, like the crab salad and the potato. It's so nice. And so I told Bill, look, like, I want to have a hearty meal before we start the week, like, because I'm a stress starver, and like I might actually forget to eat throughout this week if I am really stressed. And so he was like, sure, let's just go out there for dinner. So after church, he picked me up, and then we went there for a nice little relaxed date where we didn't really talk that much about the wedding. The most that we talked about was me just showing him different gown designs and being like, do you think I'd look good in this one? Like, what do you think it's gonna look like? So that was nice to kind of just have that alone time together, because we've had so many like clashing fights, because I think we just both feel the pressure of this so much, like financially, people-wise, just everything. And it was nice to just sit there and basically just have a time to ourselves before everything gets crazy this week. I'm ready to head to the venue to drop off our items, because they're actually letting us use the bridal suite to just store everything so that we don't have to go later in the week. So that's really nice of them. And we're also going to rehearse a bunch of things while we're there, going to do things like test the laptop to the slideshow. There's so much to do.
Can you ask him, because my brain is...
Change.
That's second one, I guess.
1, 2, 3.
And in my next video, I'm planning it's going to be like I use the footage I get from like people's phones or my phone, and then I like go through the day and like how I found it. Bare minimum venue, not their fault, obviously, not the staff's fault, but like just us kind of being on a budget. I feel like we thought that we were being smart, kind of just doing everything on a budget from the very beginning. But in reality, I think when you actually really know venues and the event industry, which is kind of sad because I am kind of in events, so I should kind of know this, but like I think it's actually kind of better to go for the more premium venues, because they just take care of you better. We got back from the venue with Tim, our MC, and his partner, Rach, who unfortunately couldn't get a spot in the reception, which I feel bad about. But we tested out the slides and everything.
So, yes, we did.
And we're just having chill time, and I feel a lot more relaxed now that I'm off work. Sorry,
I'm
keep
not
going.
off work yet.
You mean you don't even have leave booked until like our honeymoon?
I haven't even booked that leave, and I don't have any leave.
We haven't booked our honeymoon anyway.
We are waiting for the Amex. I need to call Amex. It's too late. They've closed. Dude, nothing's going to plan except the wedding. That didn't go to plan.
That didn't go to plan either.
No, you know what else isn't going to plan? The freaking weather. I planned for it to not freaking thunderstorm.
I had to show them the
and
weather.
It's still okay.
It's
hang on.
so bad. I thought you were going to say Luke Jongja bit being switched to another basketball.
Oh yeah, I did not plan for that. Excuse me, look at wait, hang on. Saturday. What does it say?
28 thunder shower. Not even thunderstorm, not even shower, a thunder shower.
And look at Sunday. I thought maybe the day after would be nice. Nope, thunder shower once again.
Wait, Friday's 34 degrees?
You know
No
what?
wonder why it's gonna storm.
I would rather Saturday be 34 degrees.
Same, 100%. 100% 34 is better. Huh? When's the storm? Yeah, what time is the storm at?
The whole day.
Yeah, it's literally the whole day.
Oh wait, dude, it's gone this Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah, our wedding. It's the whole day storming.
It's gone even worse because when I checked it before we left.
Mother can't believe it.
Because when I checked it just a few hours ago, it was actually not going to rain between 12 and 2 p.m.
Now it's going to rain between 12 and 2.
Now it's going to, it's actually thunderstorming.
Yeah. But thunder's better. Then we're going to get electrocuted.
Thunder is not better. Thunder always comes with rain.
Okay, true. Seriously, it's going to be the worst weather ever. And I just don't even care at this point.
Just wing it.
We should practice our first dance before Zoe comes for the last time.
We should have practiced over there.
Do you want to practice now?
Okay.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Today is my first day off work, so last night I was feeling a lot more relaxed, just kind of with one chunk of my life out of my mind. Of course, I wake up at 7 on the first day off. I was planning to really sleep in today. I just washed my hair for the first time in almost a fortnight. Life has just been too hectic for me. I'm actually going to get it washed the day before, so in a couple of days anyway. I just thought it should be clean for the rehearsal tomorrow, where it's going to be like 30 people seeing me. So I'm really hoping for the sunshine during the shoot at least, and also during the driving parts, because what was the point of hiring a convertible then? So I am going to get started with honestly just shoving things in places where they're hidden. This is honestly a full-on workout. I know that a lot of people wouldn't fly with having their lounge like this for getting ready on their wedding day with the photos being taken, but honestly, there's just so many items that I feel like if I move, I'm gonna get into trouble. That's kind of how things are in this household. I've actually almost finished my to-do list, so I have a couple more tasks, and I'm just doing a leftovers lunch for Bill because he has more meetings. I'm satisfied enough with how things are going because I'm actually a day early on schedule. Last first dance practice and we have an intruder. Huh? Thank you.
Oh, that's
My relatives returned from Hong Kong, so that's why we had a quick dinner with them, but the food is pretty slow today, so had a bathroom break and they got me this necklace as my wedding gift. Wow. Do you like? We are ready for the rehearsal and Bill just spent half an hour steaming my dress. So I originally got it for, I think, our engagement party a few years ago when we weren't gonna go traditional. So had it in my wardrobe and decided to wear it for this. Say hi, Bill.
Hi.
Someone please hold, 'cause I think I've won this.
He was like really tall and he was just like really like super close and stuff like and yeah, and the girl was just like
My vlog.
What's that?
Down the highway, going 80 with an itchy bum.
Buddy woke me up at 7 again and I really can't believe it's tomorrow. I'm actually gonna be a bride. I just ticked off my list I wrote last night, which was to message my bridal party about arrivals and just what to wear. So that's at least done. It's too early to go to the hairdresser, but I did want to go in like the late morning maybe. Might end up going in the early morning, I don't know. Not a busy day, but just like an important one. Like there's a lot to do before tomorrow can happen, so I just want to get it right as usual. The rehearsal last night was a lot more hectic than I thought, and that's why I didn't vlog much. Not that I was really going to anyway. The good thing was that my pastor ended up taking over with leading, but I felt like because there were so many helpers, the people who were meant to be concentrating weren't really as well as I would have liked, and the venue, which I've already had trouble with, implied to me that the garage door could be kept open for the car park, and it actually only opens for 20 seconds and you have to keep calling them, and if they're not in the office to open the door for you, they're not going to open it. So I was getting calls because there were complaints that it wasn't being open, and I was like, the only thing I can do is if I can find the staff, I'll ask them to open it, but other than that, like, I can't make them sit down in the office the whole time. So we did have a really nice rep who was probably the only nice staff member there, but she seemed a little bit new at the job, so then it didn't help either. It was kind of like a win-lose. I don't know if the hall is just really like wide, but it doesn't really look like it's set up for the amount of people we're having. It just doesn't seem like it. But Bill was saying that he tried to do rough calculations based on like how many chairs were there per row, and he said that it should add up. So it's not really my problem because like I couldn't do any of that chair setup, but I'll just have to trust them. And most other things went smoothly. I think it was just the chaos. Sometimes I would be talking to someone and then someone else would interrupt me. So I was getting more and more stressed because I was actually feeling quite relaxed on Wednesday and even yesterday during the day. But I think it just was really overwhelming. And then staff was rude. Staff was just unpredictable and unreliable. And there were just like a few comments here and there from people too that like weren't really helpful. That kind of annoyed me. That was pretty, I feel like, out of line, and I feel like just I wouldn't do that to my friend. But you always think that in these situations, right? Like you always think I wouldn't do something like that, even though you might in that scenario, I don't know. But that was not helpful. So then it kind of got me more stressed, so it just wasn't great. But very grateful for those who understand when I rant to them and do their job really well and are just there to support me and Bill, because that's all we can really ask for from friends who are helping out. Like, sorry you're not getting payment. I can only thank you so many times verbally, and at least they're the ones who we know are there. And I think I found that it's especially for those who know how weddings work, especially Christians. Like by the time you get to my age, I think I've been to maybe like 25 plus weddings at this point. And for those who like are around the same and like go to a few during the year, they would just know what it's like. And I think that's why it's so much easier when you're trying to organize a wedding with people. Some people just don't know as much as others as well, so you kind of have to explain a lot more to those people. So it's just all a little bit all over the place. And not to say not grateful for friends, like I've said this many times before, that I did not want to ask this many friends to help, but it just kind of happened that way. So again, grateful, very grateful, but I think the rehearsal just went like kind of just not how I thought it would. I thought it'd be a lot more chill. I thought it'd be definitely like busy and maybe a little bit chaotic, but not that chaotic. I think it just started off with the staff and then just things from there and like comments from people and like all the rapid fire questions. Yeah, just got me a little bit like, whew, like let me breathe, you know. I really want today to be my relaxing day. I don't want to have like my anxiety. Whatever happens from today happens. There's still a lot to kind of sort out. Like I have a couple pages of my notes right now. I've learnt in this process is that I kind of have to believe that I'm supported. I think sometimes you just judge your best friends for not being supportive in certain situations, but there's actually other people, like say people in the band or speaking up on stage to do stuff, like they're actually really supportive of us. And I just have to remember that there's other people out there if I feel like some people are letting me down. Like there's always going to be at least one person out there who like wants to be happy for you. So I think that's what is now helping me get through this, and also kind of like what was revealed to me yesterday as well. I am gonna get my hair washed. Seriously, like I am so hungry. I had canned tuna, but I really want to get some food as well now that I'm out. I just want to feel relaxed. I feel like being at home is too stifling with Bill working and finishing his speech. So I just want to have some time to myself. It's so hot. I feel like a content creator right now because I got matcha frappe. There used to be a place just a few doors down from the place I got this one from throughout high school. Where are we going?
Collecting the car.
We gotta catch train, bus, then walk. Fit check.
Linen shirt from Uniqlo. Oh, wait, no. That's not part of it. Linen shirt from Uniqlo. Linen pants from Uniqlo. And Crocs.
So pretty though. I feel like a tourist every time I come here.
Oh. Yeah. I thought I grabbed two. I did. Let's hope the weather's out
I'm
good.
trying to show what's in this roll. Whoa! Wait, what? This is crazy. This is crazy. Everyone's looking at us like we own the car, but I have imposter syndrome.
Especially with the dual clutch gearbox, you can feel it. It takes a second to latch on. That's like,
Cup holder tucked inside. That's smart though.
yeah,
Good
it's
use
a very
of, like-
German engineering. You know that in old German culture,
47 minutes to get home.
not that.
We're going so fast!
Oh no, that.
Oh my gosh. I nearly dropped my phone.
So cute. Oh my
Oh, the Bruce. Wait, is that was for me, right?
Whichever's bigger. This one's bigger. This is for you. This is for Jackie.
Okay, for Jackie, that's
So
so
nice.
nice.
Long because like I decided very early on that I'm ending my
Entry.
video for wedding week here.
Oh my gosh.
He actually went to
Look
dinner
how
with family.
uneven My freaking
Did you
mustache
shave it?
No,
Yeah?
not yet.
Oh, okay. I was like,
haven't
that's
gone home
an
yet, that's
uneven
why.
job. He went to dinner with family and then calls me and goes, actually, I'm coming back because I forgot a couple items and let's just finish the wedding speech because this guy has rewritten his part 8 times. Stop rewriting it.
I want it to be perfect.
It's not going to be perfect.
It will be.
It won't be.
You guys better all laugh. It's it's not even that funny of a speech, but you guys better shed a tear.
Well, hurry up.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm almost
I
there.
am meant to be in bed by now.
You said you're gonna shower, so just go shower right now.
I was pooping.
Yeah, then shower.
So now I'm gonna shower, but I wanted to end off the video because I thought it was nice, sort of, that he is here. So this is the end. Next time you guys see me, I shall be a wife and I will recap the wedding day for you guys. Thank you for journeying along with us. Bye.